In a bright meadow, nestled between rolling hills, there lived a delicate butterfly named Luna. Her wings were a beautiful blend of pale blue and soft violet, with intricate patterns that shimmered under the sunlight. She was no ordinary butterfly, for Luna had always felt a deep longing, a quiet pull inside her, that told her there was more to the world than the flowers, grasses, and streams of the meadow where she had spent her entire life. Luna was beloved by the other creatures of the meadow, bees, birds, and rabbits, who admired her grace and beauty. They would often watch in awe as she danced in the breeze, fluttering among the wildflowers. But Luna felt a sense of restlessness. Every day she would gaze beyond the meadow's edge, where the tall trees of the forest loomed in the distance, and a deep, unexplained curiosity stirred in her heart. One warm morning, as the sun bathed the meadow in golden light, Luna sat perched on a tall daisy, looking out towards the distant forest. A gentle breeze swept through the air, and she closed her eyes, feeling the cool wind against her wings. The feeling of adventure tugged at her once again. She was no longer content with simply fluttering around the meadow. She wanted to explore, to see what lay beyond the meadow's borders. "I wonder what's out there," Luna whispered to herself, her wings trembling with excitement. She had heard the elder owl speak of the world beyond the meadow, a place full of unknown wonders but also of hidden dangers. Still, Luna's heart was filled with an overwhelming desire to go. Just as she was about to take flight, a tiny voice interrupted her thoughts. It was Pebble, the curious rabbit who often accompanied Luna on her daily adventures around the meadow. "Luna, are you going somewhere?" Pebble asked, his big ears twitching. Luna smiled at her little friend, but her heart felt conflicted. She loved the meadow and she adored the company of Pebble and the others. Yet, something deep inside her told her that her journey had to be taken alone. "I'm going beyond the meadow, Pebble," Luna said softly. "I feel like there's something calling me. I need to see what lies beyond the trees." Pebble's eyes widened with concern. "But Luna, the forest is so dark and mysterious. What if something happens to you?" Luna gently landed next to Pebble, her wings brushing against the soft grass. "I don't know what I'll find, Pebble. But I have to go. I can't ignore this feeling anymore." Pebble hesitated for a moment before giving a nod. "Then you must follow your heart, Luna. Just promise me you'll come back and tell me all about it." With a smile, Luna promised her friend that she would return. Then, with one final glance at the meadow that had been her home, she spread her wings wide and took flight. She soared through the air, feeling the wind rush beneath her wings, carrying her beyond the meadow's edge. As Luna flew further from the meadow, she felt a sense of freedom that she had never known. The trees of the forest loomed ahead, their dark trunks towering like giants. The forest was thick and mysterious, with shadows playing beneath the canopy of leaves. Luna had heard stories of the forest, whispers of creatures who lived there, the songs of the wind that seemed to carry messages, and the hidden paths that only the bravest animals dared to follow. The air grew cooler as Luna entered the forest, and she flitted from tree to tree, marveling at the strange new sights. There were flowers she had never seen before, with petals that glowed in the dim light, and mushrooms that sparkled like tiny stars. The trees were ancient, their bark rough and twisted, their branches reaching high into the sky. Luna felt both small and awestruck in the presence of these towering giants. She flew deeper into the forest, following the winding paths that seemed to appear just for her. As she ventured further, Luna encountered creatures that she had never met before, a family of fireflies that danced in the air like floating lanterns, a wise old tortoise who shared tales of the forest's ancient magic, and a group of birds whose feathers shone like rainbows. One evening, as the forest began to settle into twilight, Luna came upon a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a massive tree, its trunk wide and gnarled, its branches spread out like arms reaching toward the stars. The tree was unlike any she had ever seen, and it radiated a sense of ancient power and wisdom. Luna landed gracefully on one of the tree's lower branches and looked around. The clearing was bathed in a soft, silvery light, as if the moon itself was watching over her. She felt as though she had stumbled upon a sacred place, one that held secrets far older than the forest itself. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the clearing. "Welcome, Luna." Luna's wings fluttered in surprise. She looked around but saw no one. "Who's there?" she asked, her voice filled with wonder. From behind the tree, a figure stepped into the clearing. It was an elegant butterfly, her wings shimmering in the moonlight with intricate patterns of gold and silver. She was the largest butterfly Luna had ever seen, her wings almost as wide as the tree's branches. "I am Aurelia," the butterfly said with a graceful bow. "I have been waiting for you, Luna." Luna's heart skipped a beat. "You've been waiting for me?" But how do you know my name? Aurelia smiled, her wings fluttering softly. I have watched you, Luna. I have seen the longing in your heart, the desire to explore, to discover the world beyond your home. You have traveled far, but your journey is only just beginning. Luna was stunned. What do you mean? What is this place? This is the heart of the forest, Aurelia explained. It is a place where the true magic of the forest is kept, a place where only the most daring and curious beings can reach. It is here that the forest's ancient energy is born, and it is here that you will learn your true purpose. Luna's eyes widened. My true purpose? Aurelia nodded. You were chosen, Luna. Chosen to become the guardian of the forest's magic, to protect it and ensure that it never fades. But first you must prove yourself. Luna felt a mixture of excitement and fear. She had always known that she was meant for something greater, but the weight of this new responsibility was overwhelming. What do I need to do? Luna asked, her voice filled with determination. Aurelia raised one delicate wing, pointing to a distant mountain that rose in the farthest corner of the forest. Beyond that mountain lies a hidden valley. In the heart of the valley is a crystal, the source of the forest's magic. But it is guarded by shadows, creatures of darkness who seek to steal the magic for themselves. You must retrieve the crystal and return it here to the heart of the forest. Only then will you have proven yourself worthy. Luna took a deep breath, her wings fluttering as she prepared herself for the journey ahead. I will do it. I will protect the magic of the forest. Aurelia smiled, her wings sparkling in the moonlight. I knew you would. Remember, Luna, the journey will not be easy. The shadows will try to mislead you, but trust in your heart, and you will find your way. With those words, Luna spread her wings and took off into the night, soaring toward the mountain in the distance. The path was long, and the shadows seemed to follow her, creeping through the trees and whispering in the wind. But Luna was undeterred. She had a mission now, and the forest's magic was in her care. After what felt like an eternity, Luna reached the hidden valley. The valley was bathed in an eerie, silvery glow, and in the center stood the crystal, a massive, glowing gemstone that pulsed with energy. But as she approached, dark figures emerged from the shadows, their eyes glowing red and their forms shifting like smoke. The creatures of darkness surrounded her, hissing and snarling. Luna's heart raced, but she remembered Aurelia's words, "Trust in your heart." With a deep breath, Luna summoned all the magic she had within her. Her wings glowed with a brilliant light, and the creatures of darkness recoiled, their forms flickering in the light. Luna spread her wings wide, and the light from her body grew stronger, pushing the shadows back. Slowly the creatures faded into the darkness and Luna reached the crystal. She touched it with her delicate wings, and in that moment, a wave of energy surged through her. The magic of the forest flowed into her, and she understood her purpose. She was the protector of this sacred place, the guardian of the forest's magic. With the crystal safe in her grasp, Luna returned to the heart of the forest, where Aurelia awaited her. The ancient butterfly nodded approvingly, her wings shimmering in the moonlight. "You have done it, Luna," Aurelia said. "You are now the true guardian of the forest." Luna felt a deep sense of peace wash over her. She had found her true purpose, and the forest was safe once more. And so Luna, the butterfly who had traveled beyond the meadow, became the protector of the forest's magic. She continued to fly through the trees, her wings glowing with the power of the forest, ensuring that the magic would live on for generations to come.